Hey, this is Jim Florentine here with Corey Taylor, and we're here to promote Corey's book out July 12th, Seven Deadly Sins. Now, why would you write a book about this? Like, you always think, I would think like the autobiography would come first because you've done enough, you've been successful enough where you could write something like that at this point in your career.
Yeah.
But then you go way out in left field, and this, I read most of it so far, and it's a masterpiece.
Oh.
It's funny. I mean, first of all, you should be a comic.
Oh, well.
There's lines in there. I'm like, man, I wish I thought of that. I'm going to use that on stage. I'll give him credit.
Thanks, man.
But
Thank
no, it's
you.
really good. So, but why this angle?
That was kind of me going back and forth with my agent, actually, because I'd been threatening to write a book for a long time. But at the same time, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry writes an autobiography, I didn't want to just do that, you know? I mean, my approach to writing is very much my same approach to music. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing, you know? I want to do kind of my thing. And so I was originally going to do a book about philosophy and kind of take the piss out of that, but at the same time kind of talk about my own philosophies and whatnot. And what he kind of hit me to is like, it's very broad. You know, it's hard to kind of shape that into something that could be palatable to somebody. It's just like, so we started kind of throwing ideas back and forth. And he's the one that said, well, you know, why don't you try the Seven Deadly Sins? And I immediately fired back with, well, what if I did it from the standpoint that they're not sins? And that's kind of what got that going. Because it's true. You know, I mean, the way I wrote it, if I was going to do it, I needed to make sure that the argument was legitimate, you know, even if it's, you know, it kind of, you know, there's humor in it. I still wanted to be very poignant and serious, you know.
Right.
So, so that kind of got me excited about it. And I was like, that's cool. And then I can kind of balance that with stories. So it's kind of got that autobiography kind of feel to it. But at the same time, it's still a book trying to make a point, you know, trying to make a statement and whatnot. And hopefully people don't get bored with it, you know? I mean, so it was just, it was a way for me to kind of incorporate all the different things that I'd always wanted to do in a book.
Right. Yeah, no, there is a lot of personal stuff in there.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like in the beginning of the book, you just say, look, the seven deadly sins are bullshit.
Yeah.
I love that. It's just like, okay, you go, and I'm going to tell you why. And then you just go through chapter to chapter, bend through every one of them, and give examples, and go, look, what's wrong with this?
Yeah. I mean, I come out the other side, and I'm a good person for it.